and welcome to a very special episode of Vista Voices called Vista Spotlight, where we spotlight an engaged member from the Vista community. I'm your host, Chris Visano, and here is James Lynch, and our guest is Casey Cincotta. Welcome, Casey.
Thank you.
So, Casey, my questions for you are, what is your favorite part of being an engaged member?
I enjoy living by myself. And I like hanging out with friends and spending time with friends. And yeah.
And do you have any hidden talents?
Yes, I do. I can do an impression of Elvis Presley.
Oh, that's great. Can we hear it?
Of course.
Hey, little lady, how you doing? How you doing?
Very funny, very good. James, do you have any questions?
My questions are, when did you first start working at Walmart?
I started working at Walmart on June 30th in 2015.
So over 10 years, huh?
Yeah.
Getting back to the musicals, which Vista play was your first one?
My first Vista play was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
What did you play in that?
I was one of the Egyptian guards.
And we have some questions from one of our cameramen, David Reese. Our sound person, Danny Lager. When did you start the Engage program?
I graduated in July of 2015.
And what is your favorite part of the Connect program or day program?
My favorite thing about the program is having freedom and doing what I want to do and to spend time with friends.
That's great.
Now we have questions here from our cameraman, David Reese. Casey, what shows were you in for a shared stage production for Vista?
I was in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and All Shook Up, in Grease, and Legally Blonde the musical.
Well, that is all the time we have today. Thank you for watching this very special episode. Hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to Lynch's Monthly Sports Jam. I am your host, James Lynch, and today we are going to discover the NFL Draft. Now that only 4 teams remain in their quest for a championship, the other NFL teams look ahead to the NFL Draft. In the spring, when they start scouting the college players who declare to leave school a year early as juniors, etc. The football's subdivision for the Bulls for the NCAA Division I, also known as the FBS. College football, the company has, after 3 years of eligibility, you are able to enter the draft. Those players have to do 3 years of high school, or those who have not been warned out, there they can apply early eligibility by becoming an underclassman, such as redshirt sophomore/junior, or even being an early graduate, needing approval that is required for a specific deadline coming from the NFL, which is in January usually. These students submit their petition for diamonds to be confirmed. This comes from their agents or benefits while in school to have or gain eligibility to either attend where the draft is or watch someplace else. But those young men who haven't used every bit of their NCAA eligibility are required to apply for early entry to this event. Those restrictions to it are if they lose eligibility, if they accept money, or are being represented on an agent side while in college, according to NC State University. There is also a big pro tryout when they can choose to attend over 40 hours during their academic year, can cost eligibility without having a personal life, financing, as well as missing class. Then if a player approved for the draft and doesn't back out, they can't play college football games anymore. Finally, for the draft process, it is an order based on the NFL's orders of losing records, starting in the order of determining tiebreakers by using those teams' strength of schedule. These NFL teams don't have to stay in their draft position, as they can make trades before and during the draft to get more picks and return them. I have to say the NFL needs to consider doing a draft lottery with the deputy NFL commissioner, being it is pretty obvious that there is teams losing on purpose. That is to get a better draft pick, as well as getting rid of the NFL scouting compound in late February. Comes, in my opinion, that confuses team executives based on their size and their amount of talent or amount of time it takes in like the 40-yard dash. I wonder if everyone learned a lot from this. I know I did. So thank you for joining me on Lynch's Monthly Sports Jam. We will see you next time.
Hello and welcome to Real Deal. I'm your host, Chris Fasano, and on this very special episode, this is called Stream Gems, movies that you can catch and watch in the comfort of your home. Today I will be reviewing F1 starring Brad Pitt and Sienna Miller and Javier Bardem. All I have to say is this movie is a brilliant mix of high-octane thrills at Grand Prix and NASCAR championships with the biting wit in the script and with appealing and intriguing setups that are akin to strategizing races. This movie is about a washed-up Formula One racer named Sonny Hayes, played by Pitt, who is given the opportunity of a lifetime by his longtime racing buddy to race in a Grand Prix Formula One again. Sonny is used to working alone, but unbeknownst to him, He now has to work in tandem with another racer who is a lot younger. Quickly they clash. Sonny also clashes with the pit crew who scoff at his arrogance and lack of experience. They lose royally at first, but slowly and surely gain momentum. The races are truly the highlight of this movie. They really put you in the driver's seat with full exhilaration and technical marvel. The performances are uniformly great and possess real conviction and immersion. Brad Pitt gives Redford vibes in this rags to riches story. I love how in this movie the term teamwork makes the dream work is emphasized in such a subtle way. Overall, this movie delivers the goods, and I give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to David's Dugout. Hi, I am David Reese, and I am going to talk about this week's sports highlights. This week in college basketball, UConn men's basketball team will be playing at home against Villanova on Saturday, January 24th at 12:30 p.m. in Hartford, Connecticut. This week in NFL, Buffalo Bills fired their head coach Sean McDermott after 9 seasons. This week in NBA, Boston Celtics will be playing at home against Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, January 21st at 7:30 p.m. in Boston. My favorite game of the week is New England Patriots. My favorite game of the week is New England Patriots winning against Houston Texans in AFC divisional round on Sunday, January 18th at home. The score was 16-28. The game I am looking forward to next is New England Patriots playing in AFC Championship game on Sunday, January 25th at 3 o'clock p.m. against Denver Broncos in Denver, and winning AFC Championship game and playing in Super Bowl 60 on Sunday, February 8th at 6:30 p.m. in San Francisco. See you next time at the Dugout.
Hi, I'm your host, Nalako. This is Tennis Football Facts. Los Angeles Rams has won their divisional round with Chicago Bears. Los Angeles Rams' next playoff game is Conference Championship with Seattle Seahawks in Lemon Field in Seattle, Washington on January 25th, 2026. Los Angeles Rams will play harder or stronger enough to beat Seattle Seahawks, because Los Angeles Rams will have revenge on the Seattle Seahawks in Week 16. So Los Angeles Rams want to get even with Seattle Seahawks. And this is a rematch. for Seattle Seahawks and Los Angeles Rams. The Seattle Seahawks good at defense and bad at offense. Los Angeles Rams good at offense and defense. It's possible Los Angeles Rams will going to be Seattle Seahawks conference championship, and Los Angeles Rams will be in the Super Alex in Santa Clara, California. Check out more about Los Angeles Rams. See you later.